from season 3 is not on the horizon yet, and unfortunately, we have no other choice but to sit and wait for it to arrive. On the other hand, we can always discuss what may happen in the future, and I believe it's the fun part of waiting. Without further ado, let's dive in. The latest episode was incredible, and even though I believe it could be better, I'm more than okay with it. As you all know, it left us with a huge cliffhanger, and I just can't get rid of Tabitha's hospital scene. It haunts me not to know what that's all about, because I can't believe she was just unconscious and found by people in the woods. Because going out of the town shouldn't be that easy. I think something huge is going on, and I have a few theories about that. I believe it's possible that this town has many layers. Thanks to Boy in White, she might have gone through a portal while falling from the lighthouse, and maybe that's how she ended up with the second phase of this town, meaning that she can get together with dead people such as Abby, Nathan, Father Katri, and even more. I'm not sure if this phase is related to a simulation or a supernatural form of events, but I believe it's likely to be a simulation. In this case, the show would totally evolve, don't you think? Throughout the seasons, we saw lots of people have ended up dying, and we kept seeing some of them as visions even after they were dead. Maybe that was a glitch in the system, and two phases managed to communicate for a short while, because we had lots of scenes where Jade constantly talked about his job and how he sold his company before ending up in this cursed town. If you watch Don't Worry, Darling, you know what I mean, right? I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't watched it yet, but I think you got me. What I'm simply trying to say is that things may not be as they seem, and the show may shock us big time. The other theory I have is that she really went out, but I believe if a person manages to leave the town, they will find themselves getting back there, and they will just lose their memories about the place. So this means this might not be her first time getting out. I'll elaborate on this theory later, but first, I want to talk about some other things such as Tabitha's reflection. I'm going to be honest here, I really thought that it was because of the sunlight, but some of you managed to convince me that she seems really different. So if we agree on this, let's talk about the reason behind it. The first thing might be because she has identity disorder, meaning that maybe everyone we saw earlier was her alters, and this whole thing was a product of her mind and imagination. I don't know about you, but honestly, if this is the case, I would get a little disappointed. On the other hand, the reflection might be a clue that maybe she's not the only one who got out of town, and this implies her connection to that person. Normally, I would say Eloise, Victor's sister, but she had dark hair. And yes, she can always dye it, but it wouldn't make sense to reflect her as a blonde woman. I don't know, what do you think? I think in season 3, we'll see a time jump. Tabitha will probably talk to the people who found her, and it's probably a dead end. Then we may see a few months later and Tabitha's desperation to get back and help her family. As we all know, when it comes to sharing information, Tabitha was not the most generous character, so I feel like she won't try to ask for anyone's help, but someone related to the town will find her, and together they will work on it. At this point, I have few theories. First of all, I still don't think Victor's mom ended up dying near the tree. I know he said he found her near the bottle tree, and I believe him, I do. But what I also believe is that the supernatural entity or the controllers don't want people to get out, so they try to intimidate them from even trying it. I believe Victor's mom made her way out, but her dead body was put near the tree as an illusion and threat. I think Jim and Victor might find Tabitha's dead body, just like Victor found his mother earlier. Therefore, they will think she's dead, but in reality, she's in a hospital room trying to understand what she went through. But as we all know, even though Victor's mom made it out, she's probably not alive now because of her age. It was a long time ago when she went to the lighthouse, but I believe Eloise went after her mother and she's alive out there. So she will find Tabitha, and together they will try to go back to town to warn and save the others. What I'm wondering is if people could see the fallen tree anytime. I mean, if Tabitha and Eloise decide to follow Matthew's family's route, could they find themselves stuck in the town once again? What do you think? Oh, and I should go back to my theory about Tabitha's departure. I've mentioned how this might not be her first time getting out. What if Tabitha was actually Victor's sister, and she went out once and she lost her memory? That would explain the whole bracelet thing, don't you think? If this is the case, I hate to say it, but it means that she's all alone out there and she needs to figure everything out on her own. But who knows, maybe someone decides to follow her path and get out. Yes, I'm talking about Jim. You really don't think Jim would just let her go, right? After everything they've been through, I think Jim will definitely do something about this. Of course, if he doesn't find her dead body as an illusion. I strongly believe that Jim will go after Tabitha, and at this point, I would feel really sorry for Julie and Ethan. But guys, your parents will save you, just hang tight in there. They can work their way back to the town and save everyone. I believe Boyd's time has passed, and now our saviors are Tabitha and Jim. What do you think will happen in Season 3? Is Tabitha actually Victor's sister? Will Jim go after Tabitha? Will Tabitha find the dead people and work with them? Let me know in the comments below. I also want to hear your own theories, so please share them with me. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you soon.